Hello. This is DG double guns, D guns, double G. Oh, I don't know. Whatever you want to call me, that's who I am. I got a squeaky chair. Okay, normally I don't make reviews, obviously. I haven't made one ever. But I'm gonna try to make a very biased review of Modern Warfare 2 because the game has obviously been out for like 9 months now. Yeah, something like that. I'm not gonna count. And it's getting old. 9 months, pretty old. And people aren't making reviews of it right now, obviously, because it's been out for forever. So I'm just gonna make one that I have a lot of experience on. Obviously, I've played this game a little too much, and I'm just gonna make a review randomly. Don't take this seriously. Okay, I guess I'll go over the 3 things of this game, not just multiplayer, even though that's all that matters. Obviously, we all know that. Okay, single player. Single player was pretty fun, and it kept you wanting to figure it out what happened, but I kind of got confused because I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening. I just wanted to beat it on veteran and get the trophies. I'm glad it wasn't ridiculously hard, because that's stupid. Like, not even hard. Like World at War, they made it so that you would get 5 grenades thrown at you every 5 seconds, and it was ridiculous. This, at least, it makes sense. You're not being just destroyed by a bunch of grenades. They actually shoot at you. I mean, you do die. I died. But it's not impossible. It does take a little bit of skill. You know, I'm just rubbing my face. Single player was good. It's not worth buying the game for. Like, if you don't have online, it's stupid. No, it's definitely not worth it. But since I would consider it an extra, it is worth the time, especially if you want trophies, or if you're an Xbox player, achievements. It's worth your time. I'd do it. I just did it, last month, and I've had it for 8 months already, 9 months now. Yeah, I don't play campaign really. I'm an online guy. Then there's Spec Ops, which I also started like last month, started doing it, and I didn't realize how fun it was. It's actually fun. I was doing it with... It was good. I still haven't even done close to half of it. I don't know if I will. But it's worth your time. You got a friend to do it. It's fun. For another extra, as I would call it, it is definitely worth the time. Even Spec Ops and campaign combined, though, if it was just those two, I don't think the game still wasn't worth it, because multiplayer, obviously, the biggest part of the game. Now multiplayer, wow, okay, it's huge. I mean, they added a bunch of stuff, but they added too much stuff. It makes the game too easy, which I think annoys the better players. Well, it does in my case. I'm not gonna lie, it does annoy me, because see, there's things in the game that are good, like easy to use, and then those were, like, Infinity Ward made them so that the bad players could do good. But there's the idiots that are already good at the game that use the good things to make themselves better, which makes no sense to me. That's not fun. It ruins it for other people. Like the grenade launchers with Danger Close and one-man army. There's no point. Like, why did they let that happen? There's no reason for that. I mean, I'm fine with Danger Close and Scavenger. You have to go out and get your stuff, and you have to be able to shoot your gun after. You can't just be firing grenade launchers for no reason. But yeah. And then there's Commando. No reason for that. The knife is already overpowered, and now it can reach like, what, 10 feet away from you or something. That's stupid. I know I'm just complaining, but I gotta point out that there are definitely flaws in the multiplayer, but if you're just playing with friends in a private match or something, it is definitely better than the other two games. There's a lot more customization. There's more stuff to do. I don't know if I'd say better maps, but they're bigger. Kind of. World of War is still my favorite one, so I don't want to be too biased about it, but I would say World of War is the best, but that's just my opinion. I can't really call that a fact because I know a lot of people would say it's a lot worse than Call of Duty 4, but Call of Duty 4 wasn't my thing. I didn't even do the campaign on that. I barely played the multiplayer. I only got the first prestige. Yeah. I'll just get down to really generic things to point out like ratings on, I guess. I'd say the music is pretty good. It's upbeat. It just grabs you. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. The graphics are good. They're good enough. Like, you get much better, and then it's too much about graphics, like Killzone. Don't really need that. I don't care. I know some people do, but I don't think it's a flaw of the game. The only flaw of the game is the people playing it, which ruins it. I'm just saying. Yeah. There's no point in buying this game if you're just gonna play the offline stuff, and even if you're gonna go Spec Ops, you need to be able to enjoy multiplayer to enjoy this game. Not worth it, especially not if you're gonna buy Hardened Edition or Prestige Edition like I did. If you just drop the game because of the people playing, it's not worth it. You gotta play. This game is meant to be played for months and months. That's why they release one every year. Because once you get bored of one, there's another one coming. They do it right. They get lots of money, and they also make their customers happy to an extent. I know there's people that complain a lot. I do. But in the end, you know the game is a good game. You just gotta get over it sometimes. So, if I'm gonna be like everyone else and give this game a score, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Let me think about this. I'm wearing a hat. Okay, let's see. If I were to say this game didn't have multiplayer, I would definitely be giving it like a 6, but like I would give the campaign like a 6 out of 10 if it was just that in Spec Ops. But since I consider it an extra and it is good, I'm gonna say the campaign is like an 8 for shooters, an 8 to 8.5 for shooters, and I'll give Spec Ops for being new. I can't even compare it to anything. I don't know what else to compare it to. That's a good 9. It's good. But multiplayer, to compare that to other ones, I think they messed up a little bit too much. I'll rate it like, say I were to give World at War a 9 for multiplayer, I'd definitely be giving Modern Warfare 2 a 7.5 or 8, and then Call of Duty 4 like an 8-ish. Again, that's just me. I'm biased. I'm okay. I'm not black. I don't know why I keep doing that. Overall, good 8.5. People who overrate it and give it like 9.5s, no. You can't just play it a little bit, because it's clearly addicting at first, but you do get bored of it. I mean, it definitely, I don't care what anybody says, it has, or like Call of Duty in general, has the biggest lasting appeal. If you want to make that a stat, that Call of Duty does that best out of anyone ever. There's no game other than Halo, maybe, but yeah, you can't have lasting appeal like this with other multiplayer games. They all die out eventually, except Halo. I'm not gonna be stupid. I know Halo does, but yeah. As far as games that I buy go, Call of Duty lasts the longest. I do play games like Final Fantasy 10 Nintendo games, Mario, Zelda, like Infamous. I'll be getting Gran Turismo, but I know they're not gonna last. Gran Turismo might last pretty long, but I know for the most part games don't usually last a full year, and I think Call of Duty does every year. So that's my little opinion thing on Modern Warfare 2, my review. It's pretty boring. It's pretty boring. I just felt like making a video, get my thoughts out there. Tell me if you disagree with anything I've said, because it's very possible. Because I'm an extremely biased person. Sometimes.